Titans of war collide, booming in the air. No place left to hide, feel the primal stare. Steel meets flesh with might, shadows castle tall. In the epic night, one by one they fall. Thunder roars below, hearts both fierce and cold. In this deadly show, legends will be told. Titans of war collide, booming in the air. No place left to hide, feel the primal stare.
Hey everybody, hope everyone is doing well. Please do let me know. Give me 1 second here, folks. I just need to make sure everything is up. Come on. What? Just... 1 second. There we go. Just making sure that we were up on Rumble as well as being up on YouTube and D-Live and Facebook and a few other sites there. So I hope everyone can hear me all right. By the way, somebody, anybody, just give me a message. Type in if you can hear me all right. I have a different configuration for the audio right now. And I just want to check, is the microphone tracking well? Fair to mid. All right. Dal, is this better now? Does this sound a little better? Just looking for your comment there. All right. Well, Dal is going to let me know if that has improved or not. Hello, it's the old man Vass. I'm here with you every Saturday, 3 p.m., talking about sci-fi in terms of movies, in terms of video and TV shows, and of course, video games as well. Because man cannot live by politics alone. He must have beer, bread, and of course, sci-fi. And I hope everyone's been having a great holiday season. We had Thanksgiving just 2 weeks ago. Now we're getting ready for Christmas. And, wow, it's been quite some time, huh? What a year. We're almost, okay, audio is good. And we're almost at the new year. I mean, that's really going to be incredible. The year just seemed to fly on by. And so a lot of people are going out and they're trying to enjoy the holiday cheer, but also to escape going into the movies. They're breaking up the shopping and the stress of the time to do other things, to escape. And there isn't a whole lot to escape to. Now, I know, if you may recall, and we're going to get to Marvel Rivals in just 1 second, but you may recall that it was about, 2 weeks ago, maybe?
Titans of war collide.
There we go. It was back on October 19th. We had made a couple of predictions with you. We had talked about a couple of different movies. We told you about Venom. And much as we predicted back on October 19th, Venom did come out. And Venom was meh, as the saying goes. It was just middle of the road. Not a lot of love for that. Got 41% in Rotten Tomatoes, which isn't really a fair opinion of anything. Rotten Tomatoes, of course, is being motivated by the politics of Hollywood. IMDb, also not the best one, but 6.2 out of 10. And we can tell just by the box office, overall, no one really cared. It came, it went. If you were a fan of the Venom series, you probably enjoyed the Venom 3 movie a lot more. And if you didn't, you probably didn't go see it. That's pretty much the way most people looked at that. And that's exactly what we expected from the trailer, exactly what we told you on October 19th. It would come, it would go, no one's really going to care. just came out this weekend. This weekend, another of the movies that we predicted back on October 19th. We went through the video, the trailer with you. And we saw the movie Y2K, which has gotten almost no coverage by the mainstream news media. Almost nobody was talking about the trailer for this film. Almost nobody was paying attention to it. And there's good reason. In looking over the film, we told you it was a failure, that this was going to be a massive flop. Not just because Rachel Zegler is in the film and is a prominent character in the film, but because the whole storyline doesn't really make a whole lot of sense. It's not very appealing. It's sci-fi at the low end of the wading pool. It's, for those who weren't alive during the year 2000, as we were approaching the year 2000, there was a lot of thoughts that computers would not be able to read the year 2000. They would see 00 and think it's 1900. Computers would reset and go backwards in time, not forwards. It was a very big concern. I mean, here it is, it's 2024, no one's even considering that. But back in the 1999 and so forth, it was a very big concern. And it was very big. Everyone thought all the lights, all the electricity, everything controlled by a computer would shut down at midnight on the January 1st, 2000. Well, what if it did? That's what the Y2K movie is about. We looked over that. We watched the trailer. It wasn't funny. It wasn't intriguing. It wasn't well written. And it had Rachel Zegler. And so we told you this was a massive flop. Sci-fi fans could just pass this on by. Well, it came out this week. And this weekend, it's not gotten a lot of attention. It's not getting a lot of love. Yes, Kyle Mooney's in it. Not really a big name actor. Jared Martell. Don't know him, don't care. Julian Dennison, you probably know him from Deadpool 2. He was the short, fat kid with the fire hands, fire fist, I think he called himself. So he's in it. Fred Durst is in it. Nothing of real interest. No real actors, nothing. And it was produced by Jonah Hill, and it's failed. It has a rating of 44% at the moment by Rotten Tomatoes, which is only slightly better than Venom 3. Metacritic has it at 50%. IMDb has it at 5 out of 10. 44% seem to, according to Google, 44% of people who saw it liked it. Mind you, if we do the same review, looking at IMDb, 6.2 out of 10. Rotten Tomatoes, 41%. Letterboxd, don't know them, 2.6 out of 5. So everyone's saying Venom 3 was just middle of the road. But 91% of Google users, as recorded by Google, so again, monopoly, don't trust them very much, 91% say they liked the movie. So if you went to see it, you were a fan of Venom, 91% would like it. Y2K, fans of Rachel Zegler, fans of Julian Dennison, fans of lowbrow sci-fi, hate this movie. Only 44% like this movie. So even if you're into sci-fi, even if you think that Rachel Zegler is a wonderful activist and you love seeing her on the big screen, there's no drive. No one wants to see this movie. This is going to be a failure of a film. So far, the budget for making this film was around $15 million, which means it's more expensive than that, probably closer to 20. And so far, and this is the first weekend, but so far it's made less than $1 million. That is a failure. That is a flop. That is a massive flop. And I'm not surprised. Everything that Rachel Zegler has been in has failed, has been a financial flop. She is like the kiss of death to your film. It's just not going to be doing well. It is almost like she is a symbol of bad writing, of DEI in movies. She is the embodiment of everything that people reject. She is there for the modern audience, and the modern audience doesn't go to see movies. They don't buy toys or video games. They're not involved in anything. They're there for the activism, to put out tweets, to go to Blue Sky and say on Blue Sky how great they are, but they're not involved. And we need to stop making entertainment for these activists, because no one else, unless you're an activist, you're really not going to enjoy this movie. Just as we predicted back on October 19th. Now, the one that hasn't come out yet, so far we've been running 100%. What we told you on the 19th is what you are getting right now in movies. On the 19th, we told you Kraven the Hunter would fail. That this is not a Spider-Man video. It's in the Spider-Verse, Sony's Spider-Verse. It exists with Spider-Man. Spider-Man won't be in this. You're not going to get a Spider-Man story like in the comic books, where Spider-Man, Kraven, is a villain. He is hunting Spider-Man because he thinks Spider-Man is the ultimate trophy. He would be the ultimate hunt. Kraven had a huge backstory, very interesting character. And now the version we're going to be getting in the movies sucks. It's horrible. We told you that this film would fail, that this is going to be a terrible movie, and that it's not going to do well. No one is going to see this. And we're seeing that right now, according to Box Office Pro, on December 5th, they're expecting that it's going to bring in somewhere between $20 to $25 million domestically. That is a fail. That is a flop. And it's not just a flop. This movie is going to get, according to Comic Book the Movie, they're going to be putting this in 1,000 fewer movie theaters than Morbius, which was a failure itself. Also, in the Spider-Verse, it was another Sony film. It was another Sony failure to expand the Spider-Man universe in live action. And they put Morbius, a horrible film that nobody wanted, nobody was interested in, and flopped. They put it in 1,000 more theaters than they're planning to put Kraven the Hunter in. That means they know this is going to fail. Save yourself the money. We told you this back on October 19th. Not because we're a genius. We watched the trailer with you. We went through. And I know since then we've gotten, a hit from YouTube for showing you the trailers and to talk about them. I mean, that's the whole point of a trailer, is we play the trailer, we show it to you. But we got a hit. Okay. We told you then, this was a horrible storyline. It doesn't have anything to do with my sister just taking off. So it has nothing to do with the Spider-Man universe. It has nothing to do with the classic stories that made Kraven the Hunter an interesting character. It's got nothing to draw people in. It is another film like Y2K that is made for the modern audience. And I know there are women who will see this because, well, the lead actor isn't ugly, okay? And he's in shape, okay? And if you want to see a fairly husky man who's working out, shirtless, running around the screen, you can do that. I wouldn't spend $30 per person to go to a movie theater to see that. You can go to Pornhub and get the same effect. But if you want to go into a movie theater just for that thrill, hey, go ahead and spend the extra money. I think this is going to be another failure. I don't know. Maybe it's me. Maybe I'm harsh when it comes to reviewing sci-fi, that I want my sci-fi, whether it's high-end sci-fi like, say, Star Wars or Dune, or if it's low-end sci-fi when it's something like Kraven the Hunter, Spider-Man, Marvel. I want my sci-fi to be good. I just want a good movie, especially during the holiday season where there's so much stress on so many people. You want to escape. You want to have some freedom to not have to be just annoyed. You want to get away from it all. And these aren't the films that are going to do it for you. They're just not. Hollywood should really take the hint, having failed movie after movie, whether it's the Marvels or whether it's Y2K. Next year is going to be Snow White. These are all failed movies. These are all failed ideas. Stop giving us the same movie with a different face attached to it. Give us new ideas. Even Alien Romulus was a horrible film, and that was probably one of the better films of the year, separate, of course, in Deadpool and Wolverine, which is an anomaly. That's something that Ryan Reynolds really deserves a lot of credit for. I saw that. I didn't go to the movie theaters to see Deadpool and Wolverine. Wait a second. I went to, I actually saw it when it went on to streaming. And I saw Deadpool and Wolverine because I didn't have to pay for it that way. Because I don't want to give Disney any money, or as little as possible. And so I went and saw it when it was streaming, saw the film. Great film. It's a good one-time view. I can't see myself going back. And I asked the question, let me ask it in the chat as well. Would you go and see Deadpool Wolverine more than once? So, my question is, would you or did you go and see Deadpool and Wolverine more than once? I saw it the first time, and I laughed out loud. I got to tell you, the two times that I laughed out, I had to stop. I actually had to stop the stream when I saw this, when I saw Deadpool and Wolverine. And it's been out long enough that I think almost everyone knows about all the spoilers, all the cameos of various actors in the film. But I'm going to be speaking about one particular that happens about midway through the movie. So if you haven't seen the movie yet, if you haven't seen it on streaming or in the movie theaters, or you found it on the open seas, then you may want to watch out. This is a spoiler for you. But so I've given you enough warning. The spoiler is the Human Torch from the movie The Fantastic Four. This is the same Captain America character, and I thought it was funny. Not the lead up where Deadpool is thinking that he's looking at Captain America and it turns out being the Human Torch. No. It was just the scene when Deadpool is saying all these horrible things about Professor Xavier's sister, and then she blaming it all. He's saying all these horrific things about this woman and saying that the Human Torch said that all about her. That the Human Torch had insulted her backwards and forwards and wanted her dead. And it was really vicious. And he's like, no, I didn't say that. Stop saying that. How can you say that? I didn't say that. And then she just rips his skin off. And his bones and his skin, his muscles just fall in a pile. I cracked up. I was laughing my ass off. I had to stop the film. I had to pause it, and I just had to walk away and just laugh for like 3 minutes. It was the funniest scene. I just love the way they did that, where Deadpool's just trashing him, throwing him dead under a bus, and he's like, that's not me. Oh my God, what are you doing? Why are you doing this to me? So I thought that was really well played off. I liked that. That was really funny. And then in the after credits, in the post credits of the film, they go back to that moment. They go back to whether or not Deadpool just made it up and got this guy killed for no reason out of the blue, or whether he was telling the truth that the Human Torch actually said these things and was being vicious and cocky and just a bit of an ass. And that was funny as well, to see the reality, the truth of that moment, to see how what was actually said, and who was actually the good guy or being honest in that moment. Mind you, the setup of bringing us to that moment, why did Deadpool suddenly start doing that? That was a little weak. I mean, the setup for the joke wasn't great, but the reaction was fantastic. I loved the reaction. The setup for the joke, not so great. The joke itself and the reaction to the joke, really, just, I don't know. It just it tickled the 13-year-old in me, and I just laughed. So that was a good film. We don't get films like that anymore. Everything's made for, they're so worried about offending everyone that you can't make a film that is enjoyable by anyone. Because no matter what you do, someone somewhere is going to be offended by something. No matter who you are, you can't make a film that everyone will love. No matter what you're looking at. The Godfather is a great film. There are people who don't like The Godfather. I'm talking about the first film. It was fantastic. It's a classic. There are people who don't like that film. There are people who don't like Star Wars, the original episode, what most kids today think of as episode 4. What I think of is the original. What I think of is, when I say Star Wars, I mean episode 4. Because that was Star Wars. There were no chapters. There were no other films that we were guaranteed to get. It was just Star Wars. And that was a great film. There's people who hate that film. Indiana Jones, the first one. A lot of these films, people are just like the great classics. I don't care what you point to. There are people who say, I hate that. And in the modern Hollywood, you just can't make a film unless they think it's safe enough for every audience. But if it's safe enough for every audience, it's useless trash that no one will see. Because that means it's dumbed down in terms of the writing. It means the characters are bland as hell. That no one stands out. No one is really important. No one really does anything of any significance, because you can't. If you have someone stand out, well, then someone else has been left behind, and that's going to piss off somebody. If the writing is too high a level, well, it may be too smart for some people to get all the jokes or to understand what the characters are talking about. And so they can't make it smart. They have to dumb it down. It's just not worth the experience. That's the problem. That's why Deadpool and Wolverine worked so well. Was everyone a comic book? If you weren't a comic book fan, would you get every joke? No. If you didn't know about the Marvel Fantastic Four movies that were done in the 2000s, if you didn't know about them, you wouldn't get all the jokes. If you didn't know all of the side characters, like Sabretooth was in there, Professor Xavier's sister, these are unknown characters. These are alternate characters. You'd have to be a pretty big comic book nerd to know about all these characters. And most people didn't. If you did, there was extra. It was great to look on the screen and go, oh yeah, that's from X-Men Origins, the reboot version, where they had the guy in the, red purple skin, who does like Nightcrawler, and can disappear and reappear, moving in distance, teleporting. That was a great character. He was in there. Pyro from the original X-Men series with, what's his name? Not Snyder. Oh God, now I can't think of his name. But the original X-Men series of films under Fox. He was a great character. Pyro, brought him back. As soon as I saw him, I'm like, that looks like Pyro. And as soon as I saw him with the flame, I was like, that's Pyro, all right. That is, in fact, the original X-Men Fox universe Pyro. It was great to see him back again. He was a very interesting character. I kind of liked that. But that means that sometimes you're going to have characters that people won't know, and they're not going to get all the jokes. And that's okay. That's okay. We need our entertainment to be somewhat dangerous again. We need it to be unpredictable again. We need it to piss off some people occasionally. Like it can't be everything for everyone. So stop trying to make it like that. Just make the sci-fi interesting. Like part of the reason why the Dune movie by Denis Villeneuve did Dune and Dune 2. The two-part Dune movie. And the first part I didn't like so much because the guy they had playing Paul Atreides is skinny as hell, and he just looked too soy. He just looked too weak. He looked too effeminate. He looked too unimpressive for his age and for whom he was supposed to be. And I think I said that on October. I said, Kyle MacLachlan was a far better version of Paul Atreides, even though he was too old when he was doing the movie. And when we got to see that version from back in the 80s. In the second Dune movie, which continues the first book, and we get to see Paul after he's been in the desert, after he's bulked up a little bit because he had to work out and he's actually had to eat a hamburger every so often or something like that. He actually gained some weight and filled out a little bit. He was better, but the focus of that movie is on Chani, his mistress wife. And that was ridiculous because she's not that important, especially in the books. Chani is a character, yes. She has importance, yes. But she's not the central figure of the film or of the book. But she became the central figure of the film, which is disappointing. And it's because they were trying to do the whole DEI, focus on, a modern audience, and that's not really important. Her character isn't worth it. She's not that interesting. She's not that important in the scheme of things, and she isn't the pivotal character. Paul Atreides is. The choice that Paul Atreides made, that we only get allusions to, that there's a choice that he's afraid to make. There's a reason why he's going down the path that he's going down because of all the choices he has, because he's afraid of the choice that he doesn't want to take and in fact doesn't take. And we lost that because we were focusing on someone other than Paul because, again, modern audience, we got to focus on everyone kind of equally and raise up characters who are secondary characters in the background and raise them up as if they were a primary character, even when they're not. At least that's the way I saw that. So I was disappointed. We really have nothing in the world of sci-fi coming out anytime soon. I don't know when the next sci-fi movie is that I'm actually interested in seeing. I just can't point to anything. It'll be all surprises going forward. Because I can't name a movie that I can think of, definitely not for the remainder of 2024. And thinking about 2025 movies coming out, I don't see anything that I think is really worth it. There's just nothing that interesting out there. Maybe if you in the audience, if you know something that, oh yeah, this is going to be interesting, like this is what I'm looking forward to seeing. I want to see this film. It's supposed to be a great film, and I love this character. I love the sci-fi world it takes place in. If you know one of those movies, let me know. I don't know of any. I can't think of a movie right now that I would want to go to a movie theater to actually see. I can't name a film or even a TV series that I want to spend $30 to go into a movie theater and see for 2.5 hours, or that I want to give a $20, $25 monthly subscription to go and view. I can't name one film coming up. Not one that makes me go, yeah, that's worth the money. Maybe it's me. Maybe it's me. But that kind of goes back to, did you see Deadpool and Wolverine more than once? Obviously, there are a lot of people who did. I mean, the film, did it actually break $1 billion? I know it was getting close to it. Let's find out. So Deadpool Wolverine, yeah, it broke 1.3 billion. Box Office Mojo, 1.33 million. So there are definitely people who went back and saw it more than once. But I don't know. It doesn't. The fun is, for me, when I saw Deadpool and Wolverine, the fun is the first time that I saw the film. Like, I got all the references. I recognized all the characters. I recognized the actors who were playing those characters. Bringing back Elektra was really cool. I like that. I do not like Remy LeBeau. I do not like Gambit at all. I don't care which actor is playing them. I don't care who would have alternately played them in the past, who was up for the character. I never liked Gambit. I don't like Gambit in the comic book series. I don't like Gambit at all. I don't like Gambit in the cartoon. I don't like Gambit in movies. I hate the Gambit character. Some people love him. I don't. So he was not really important to me. Blade, seeing Blade back, and more importantly, seeing Wesley Snipes as Blade, because that is iconic. He has really captured that character, I think. I think that when you think of Blade, you think of Wesley Snipes. And I know there's been a couple of people like Bokeem Woodbine. Bokeem Woodbine tried to play Blade in a TV series. There's been a couple of people who tried to play him. They really didn't get it. They really weren't able to pull it off the way that they don't have the right attitude. They don't have the right martial arts skills. They're not action oriented enough to pull off the moves to make it believable. And that comes from, Wesley Snipes is a martial artist. He's well trained. That's part of who he is. That's natural to him. So he can make the action moves and make them look realistic. And it isn't something that's wooden and stiff. Plus, you add in the attitude that comes from that character. And I think Wesley Snipes pulls that off really, really well. And Wesley Snipes, in and of himself, before he played Blade, he was already an action star. He had already built up his credentials. And a lot of the people we see now, I don't know why, but Hollywood just seems determined to try and get some kind of rapper to play, or they have consistently been getting rappers to play Blade for some reason, and I don't know why. Because rappers almost always are horrendous actors, and they bring down the quality of the things that they tend to be in. And that is as long as they continue to be rappers and an actor. As an example, LL Cool J stopped making music, and he became a better actor. Queen Latifah stopped making music, and she became a better actress. Mind you, I don't think The Equalizer is a joke. She's just too old, too fat. Sorry. I don't buy any of the action scenes that are supposed to be Queen Latifah. That's just, they're just doing a gender swap to put her in, and it's laughable. And that's why no one really talks about the TV show, The Equalizer, with Queen Latifah, because no one cares. No one cares. She's not believable. She's not interesting. But we tend to see that when rappers stop, Common hasn't been doing music. He's become a better actor. Last time I saw him, that I really noticed him, was in the John Wick movie. That was John Wick 3? Yeah, John Wick 3. No, it was John Wick 2, when he was in Italy. Let me see. And let me go to the comments here. Dal says, haven't seen an offering from a Hollywood or the mainstream in nearly a decade. Well, I don't think I've gone that long without seeing a movie in a movie theater. No, because I saw John Wick, and I saw John Wick in the movie theaters. So John Wick 1, 2, and 3, I saw them all in the movie theaters. So in the last decade, I have gone to movie theaters for John Wick, but not for sci-fi, not for, literally, that was the only movie I went to go see in the theaters. And John Wick 4, of course. Yes, I did go to the theater to see that as well. That was the last time I think I was in a movie theater. Dow goes on to say, the same lazy writing, mediocrity, and activism has infected the gaming industry. It's true. It's in all the games now. And that's kind of sad. I mean, recently, what was one of the bigger games? Some of the bigger games that we've been playing on this channel have been, oh God, I'm looking for the name. Bear with me. Elin, Elin. We were enjoying that. I've played over 100 hours of Elin. It's a $20 game. It's an open world game. And I've played over 100 hours of that game. And it's in early access. I mean, you'd be surprised. A lot of people are surprised. Elin, that gameplay I've been playing, it's still in early access, and people think it's a finished game. It costs $20. I've gotten 100 hours out of that. It's worth every penny I paid for because I'm actually going back and I'm enjoying it, and I enjoy playing it. So that's great. We've also played The Last Plague Blight. People may recall we were playing that. I've done over 30, 40 hours in that game as well. And that was far more entertaining. Again, these are the things that are entertaining. Casino Tycoon. We played and showed you a demo of that game on this channel. Casino Tycoon. I didn't play that much. I think I did 10, 15 hours in that game. Again, game that costs about $20, and it's worth the money. And I had more enjoyment. But then, they're trying to push Dragon Age Veilguard. Crap game. I mean, not just because of the politics they injected into the game, which is a problem. Take the politics out. It's a fantasy world. It doesn't have modern day politics in it. Keep that crap out. But more importantly, it's a broken game. Why are you going to pay $40, $50, $60 for a broken game that doesn't work? Star Wars Outlaws is a broken game. They had to remove the entire stealth mechanic to fix the game partially. That tells you and they want you to spend $100 on Star Wars Outlaws. That's how much they were charging some people to be early adopters of that game, and that's the finished game. It's the finished game, $100, and it's broken. People were falling through the planet. People were getting stuck in positions where they really shouldn't, out in the open. Stealth mechanic completely broken. The character ugly as sin. It was not fun. Get out of my Star Wars if you're going to give us that. That's not worth it. It's not interesting. Dow says this is the reason why he's focused on backlog of a lot of shows and a lot of sci-fi. I forget. One of the audience members had told me about Space Above and Beyond from the 1980s. It's a different idea, a different take on Space Marines. Literally, Marines in space. Not like 40K. Not like Warhammer 40K, where you have the God Emperor and you have the 8-foot tall Space Marines that are barely human at all, which I love. I love the 40K, and I'm looking forward to the Warhammer TV series if Amazon pays attention to the existing lore, that they don't do to Warhammer what they did to Lord of the Rings with Rings of Power. Don't do that. Don't go in that direction. Don't bring modern day politics into it. That's not what the fun is. That's not the reason why that there are copies of the Lord of the Rings in over 80 different languages. It's been popular for all of my life, for more than 5 decades, 6 decades. People have been loving that story. You don't get that because you're stuck on the modern day politics. Same thing for Warhammer 40K. It is absurdist. It is over the top. It is the extreme. It is if the dial goes to 10, Warhammer 40K is 12. Okay, you got to dial it past, forget 11, you're going to 12 to get to Warhammer. It has the biggest army. It has the biggest soldiers. It has the biggest guns. Warhammer will blow away Star Trek, Star Wars, Battlestar Galactica. No matter what spacefaring, the Expanse, I don't care which civilization you have in sci-fi, Warhammer 40K blows them all out the water. They will decimate any and every army you've seen in sci-fi. I've been a fan of Warhammer 40K since about 1992. Not too long after it first came out, about second, third edition. I started getting into it back then. I have figurines and everything. And some of the people who helped me clear out my house when I lost it 2 years ago, they can tell you. They saw. I had a bunch of little figurines. I had to give it away. But they saw I painted a lot of figures, and I had a lot of figures, and I enjoyed that a lot. And I had the original books from the third edition, and I wound up having to give away all of that, which was kind of sad. But I've been a fan of that. So I'm looking forward to seeing that if they stick to the lore, it will be something I'm very interested in. If they go with a modern view of it, kind of like how Rings of Power took a modern view of Lord of the Rings and ruined everything. Galadriel is not Galadriel. That is a horrible character. No, there is no character that has been that has survived in the first 2 seasons that we've seen so far. It's not even laughably bad. It is just piss poor horrible. There's nothing entertaining about Rings of Power. Nothing entertaining about it at all. There are no good characters in that. There is no good storyline. Everything is predictable. Everything is dumbed down to the basics. I mean, beyond. 5-year-olds would get bored of this show because it's so basic and so boring and nothing happens. Maybe that's me. Maybe it's me. Dow says, Bethesda's Starfield. Oh, that was a horrible game. Starfield was a horrible game. I had so much hope. I wanted to buy that. I so wanted to buy it, but I knew every game with Bethesda, as soon as you see their game come out, there are massive bugs in everything Bethesda does. And that's kind of sad because I'm looking forward to the next Elder Scrolls game. I've played every Elder Scrolls game since Elder Scrolls 3, Morrowind. I've played all of them. I've owned them all. I've played them all. I love that. I don't even care about the story. I just like playing in those worlds, just growing and developing my character. I love that about Elder Scrolls. And I've always been a fan of the Elder Scrolls. Again, going back to Morrowind. And, when they said, oh, we're going to be doing Starfield, I thought, if anyone can do this, make this huge, expansive universe that's got this intricate storyline where you can do almost anything, go almost anywhere, you would think that Bethesda would be the ones that could do it. Fallout, another great example. It's supposed to be open world, huge. You got so many options. You can go in so many different directions beyond what the main storyline may be. You can do your own thing for months if you wanted to. You would think they would have got Starfield right. Completely failed. Completely, absolutely abject failure. Dow goes on to say, and I'll finish your comment there, Dow, sorry. So he says, Starfield was his last straw for AAA gaming. Mass Effect trilogy was probably the last masterfully constructed sci-fi intellectual property prior to the pandering to activists. I wasn't a fan of Mass Effect. I didn't get Mass Effect. It didn't make sense to me. I'm not saying that it isn't good. I'm not saying that there shouldn't be fans of it. I understand the universe. If you got into the game, then it was great. I couldn't get into the game. In the first Mass Effect, they didn't win me over with that. I just didn't buy into the universe. Not to say that it's a bad game, Not to say that it's a bad storyline. I'm not saying any of that. I know it's got a deep storyline. It's well written. There are a lot of options. I just didn't like the gameplay. Did not work for me. And so I never got into Mass Effect. I haven't played any of the games. So I can only speak about it from outside. But I do think there's a lot of people just like you, Dow, who there's nothing, no serious. They're even ruining Resident Evil. They have been actively destroying Resident Evil, a great series. I remember playing the first Resident Evil. Loved that game. I had a girlfriend at the time. I was living in down by the Bowery in New York City, down the Lower East Side. I'm living down there with my girlfriend at the time. She's not into sci-fi. She's not into video games. She's not into science fiction. And even with that, she wasn't into horror. But yet, when I'm playing Resident Evil, the first game we were playing that, she was deep into it. She was right there beside me, watching and trying to suggest things and screaming when things jumped out and surprised us. She loved Resident Evil. That tells you something about the quality of gameplay, of writing, of design, that someone who doesn't like gore, who doesn't like horror, who's not interested in sci-fi, who's not a big fan of video games, in fact, not a fan of video games at all, was captivated by Resident Evil and was more than happy to watch me play through. She really wasn't interested in playing because she was horrible playing video games. But she was interested enough to watch me, and as I played for hours playing Resident Evil, she was right there going, yeah, okay, I'm all into it. By the way, why is she my ex-girlfriend? She's not into sci-fi. She's not into video games. She wasn't into a lot of the things I was into. You know, what I should have known better. She was a vegan. That should have told me right then and there, Mike, don't date her. You eat steak. She's a vegan. You know, not going to work. Should have learned better. But hey, I was young. Anyway, that being said, that's what we used to have. Games good enough, written well enough, interesting enough in the worlds that even if you weren't a fan of it, you could get why other people were a fan, and you could be wrapped up into the story. You could still jump in and say, you know what? I still want to follow that. I still want to be involved with that. You don't see that anymore. Let's see. Dow goes on to say, ironically, activists don't buy anything. Well, they don't buy anything, but they make sure video games are made the way they want. Movies are made the way they want. They scream to high heaven if you don't make things, Sweet Baby Inc., which is involved deeply in the writing, the storylines of video games these days, and they're not the only ones. There's a lot of people besides Sweet Baby Inc. that do what Sweet Baby Inc. does, which is destroy entire genres of video games, of series, of things that people love. Destroy them. And they give us things like Dustborn. They give us things like Concord. Complete failures. Things that are abject, rejected by the entire populace. And that's what they make. And they want everything to be as bad as and as miserable as Concord or Dustborn. And that's kind of sad. They want everyone to be as miserable as they are. That if you love something, they want to destroy it. Why? Because they love nothing. They have no love for anything. Let alone, oh, you like something? Oh my God, we have to destroy it. That seems like what Sweet Baby Inc. and other organizations just like them, that's what they seem to be doing. It's just, oh, you like this? Well, we have to destroy it. We have to tear it down because you like it. And you can't like that. You're not supposed to like anything. You're just supposed to do what they say. And at least that's how they come across to me. But he mentions they'll consume video games and movies and such if it's made available to them if someone else is paying, but they never put their own money behind it. Well, yeah, and we see that. Look at all the movies that they're talking about. The Snow White movie. It's going to be so progressive. Nobody wants to see it. Nobody wants to see it. And I know someone will say, but Mike, that's not true. Yeah. Okay. So they got the Snow White trailer, got over 4 million views. It got 20,000 likes. Let me say it again. It got 4 million views. The Snow White trailer was viewed 4 million times. 20,000 likes. That is ridiculous. That is insanely low. That is no audience. That's a failure. It's going to be as bad as Craven. It's going to be as bad as Y2K. It's going to be horrible. It's going to be an absolute loss. And forget about the money. It's just got no critical appeal. It has no public appeal. No one wants Snow White to be an activist. No one wants to see that. 20,000 people out of 4 million want to see Snow White be an activist. Disparu. There's a channel, Disparu. He's from England. And he has a very funny take. And I was watching his review about some of the news about Snow White. I've already talked about it myself, but he was talking about something. He went out and looked for the modern audience. He found the modern audience, one individual who is the modern audience that is appealing to Snow White, that wants Snow White to be an activist. Yeah, it's one woman in Cambridge. She goes to Cambridge University. What a shock that it's the high-end education college, elite college leftists are the only one who want this. And even in that group, there's only a handful of them that want to see these kinds of things. We got to stop making entertainment for this sci-fi is a genre all its own, and we're a small group of people, given. But they're making movies and TV shows and video games for this hyper tiny group of individuals, this sliver of the population that don't like anything. They hate everything. And they spend money on nothing. They just want you to spend money on them, but they don't want to spend their own money on anything. But yet they want everything made to tailor to them. We got to stop making sci-fi like that. That's why we keep getting these failures. That's why we have things like Y2K, which is an abject failure. It's why we got Craven the Hunter. It's an abject failure. It's why we have nothing on the horizon that anyone is actually interested in. It's why Starfield failed. Let's see. Dal says, Disparu is awesome. Love his reviews. Well, yeah, Disparu is one of the few out there that I watch in their reviews. I trust his opinion. He has a similar interest like I do on most sci-fi, most fiction, most action. We're kind of similar in that, although he's a little bit more forgiving that as long as they've got big explosions, he's a little more forgiving about what he likes, as opposed to me where it's like, no, I need a little more than just a big explosion, just more than just laser guns and lightsabers. I need a little bit more. He doesn't. But yet, you got to listen to him when he did a review of between him and Az from Heels versus Babyface, doing reviews of Robin Hood. That's Robin with a Y. Robin Hood, the Canadian TV show. Oh my God, they were funny. Funny. And yes, the Sheriff of Nottingham is a good guy. The Prince in the Canadian Robin Hood TV series, the Prince is the good guy. And you got to listen to both Az from Heels from Babyface and Disparu talking about the series and talking about how good the Prince John, isn't a bad guy. He's the only good guy. And they're rooting for him. And watching the series, yeah, you got to root for him because he's the only one who makes any sense. He's a good guy. So I do like Disparu. He has a very good take on these things. And it's always good to have different viewpoints, But like I said, it's always interesting because they're high. When I look at more and more reviews from different parts of the world, from different people, looking at the same things that I look at, having the same kind of interest, heels versus babyface, as from heels versus babyface is a comic book collector. So am I. I'm older, but he's a big-time comic book collector. He loves sci-fi. Disparu loves sci-fi. They're very much into the same things I do, and yet we all come together and we're seeing the same problems from different parts of the world, with different upbringings, in very different ages, and yet we can all see the same things that we don't like that are trends nowadays. And Hollywood just needs to start getting it. Because I would love to go back to the movie theaters. I love to, when I watch John Wick in the movie theater, big screen, big audio, and lights are down, I'm totally immersed. I loved that movie. That was a fun movie. The second one, fun. I like the second one better than I like the first. Great fun, great movie. Where are we getting that excitement from now? Name something else. I can't. Lord of the Rings? Yes, absolutely. I'll watch all 3 movies back to back. No problem. Take the entire day. Let's watch Lord of the Rings. Beautifully made. Rings of Power? I can't make it through like 15 minutes of that crap. I just can't. Agatha? Are you kidding me? The Ahsoka TV series. I made it through the first half hour and I had to stop. I was going to do a review of Ahsoka for this channel. I couldn't make it through the first half hour. I'm like, I'm done. This is the most boring, useless TV show ever. I love Star Wars. I remember Star Wars when there was only Star Wars and there were no other chapters. There were no other movies. There wasn't a series. And I loved it like everyone else. I remember the lines, blocks, going down blocks. There's no movie that anyone of modern age, if you're less than 50, you probably have never seen that people would line up around a block just to see a movie. And that happened. That was Star Wars. I loved that movie, and I can't make it through Ahsoka. Not because I think Rosario Dawson is a bad actress. I think she's a decent actress when she has something to work with. Sabine is a stupid, useless character. And she survived. Everyone surviving being stabbed by a lightsaber. And I'm like, how? These things are supposed to be like insta-death. Everyone dies from that in all the other series. But, when we get to Disney Star Wars, everyone survives. Everyone survives being stabbed multiple times in the chest, in the spine, in the gut with a lightsaber. I'm like, how? You should be insta-dead. Doesn't make sense to me. And Ahsoka, Obi-Wan, I couldn't watch that either. It was just horrible. They destroyed Obi-Wan. They destroyed Luke. They destroyed Leia. They destroyed Darth Vader. I love Darth Vader. One of the biggest, I have a clip, one villainous scene that's on this channel. One villainous scene. I actually made a little short about 2 years ago. And Darth Vader, the one scene with Darth Vader that I thought encapsulates all the power, the anger, the violence, the anguish of Darth Vader comes from the end of Rogue One. And I thought it was brilliant. I thought that was a fantastic scene. Just watching Darth Vader mow through those, the separatists, the rebels. He's destroying the Rebel Alliance. From the moment that you hear his breath, and all of the rebel soldiers, they just stop as they got the plans for the Death Star in their hands at the end of Rogue One. And it's not a spoiler. Everyone's seen this by now. And so, you see them and they just hear Darth Vader's voice. And you look and the screen shows you that dark hallway, pitch black. And you hear him breathing. And you just know it's ominous. And then the lightsaber comes on. And you're like, oh my God, it's going to get real. Oh boy, this is bad. And they are instantly terrified because they know they're all dead. Every single one of those Rebel Alliance soldiers knows we are dead. Get the plan as far away from here as you can because we're all going to die. Vader is going to kill all of them. You know it. They know it. The acting is portraying that abject fear and that absolute confirmation of imminent death, a bad death at that. And Vader just walks through them. I mean, he might as well be walking through water. He just glided through them all. They had no chance in hell. And by the way, if you haven't seen my coverage of that, where do I have it? Hang on, I'll show you. I have that. Where is it? One villainous scene. Where is it? Where is it? I know I did that. Nope, that's my review of John Wick 4. Gamma, Stalker, Atom Project. I stand corrected. I like the Atom Project. I thought that was really well done. That was 2 years ago. And it's on Netflix. But I like the Atom Project. That was a good movie. And surprisingly, it's Ryan Reynolds. But it was good. It was well done. Where is it? I had this. Was it that long ago? Yes. Wow, it was 3 years ago. Okay. So 3 years ago, I did the one villainous scene from Rogue One, Darth Vader, and I was talking about everything that I'm talking about here, talking about the abject. Well, that was just a horrible screen capture. There we go. I look insane in that. Okay, I stopped the camera and my eyes look like I'm insane, bug out. Anyway, but I go through the entire scene and detailing why I think this is one of the best scenes of Darth Vader and what Darth Vader brings and what the dark side of the Force is about and being a Sith. All of that wrapped up and why we wanted to see this. It's the only thing that's actually worthwhile in seeing, in my opinion. The only reason why you would watch Rogue One is for the ending, watching Darth Vader. That's it. You can throw out the whole rest of the movie. I don't care about Andor. Don't care about any of those characters. Don't care about all that. They all die. No one cares. No one cares about any of those characters. You didn't know their names. You still don't know their names. No one cares about any of them. They're useless. All you care about, or at least all I cared about, is Darth Vader. And much in the same way that when we saw Darth Maul, and Darth Maul lights in that trailer for the Phantom Menace, which was a horrible film, and Jar Jar Binks is the worst character. It is an insanely bad character. Still better than any character found in Rings of Power, but an insanely bad character. Although I do like Darth Jar Jar. Darth Jar Jar is real. Darth Jar Jar should be canon, and in my mind, Darth Jar Jar is canon. If you don't know what that is, look it up. Darth Jar Jar. That should be canon. No one can convince me otherwise. I can't see the argument why we wouldn't get that. That's the best portrayal of Jar Jar Binks ever. But my point is, where was my point going? I kind of lost myself. I went on too many tangents. Looking at that, when I'm looking at this, to bring it back, I went to too many tangents. I'm like on tangent. I went one tangent too many to wrap this up. Let me bring it back to, it's just not fun anymore. There's no other reason. Darth Maul. That's where I left off. So Darth Maul, when you saw in the trailer for Phantom Menace, and you saw Darth Maul light, not just the lightsaber, but light the double-sided lightsaber for the first time that we had ever seen that in that pose. It was instantly, we were there. Everyone wanted to see that movie. That's why that movie made as much money. Rogue One, seeing Darth Vader in that dark hallway, and you hear his breath, and then you see his lightsaber ignite. People went to see that movie. That's the reason why we went to see that. I can't name another sci-fi film in recent memory that had that moment. That moment where we get to see that lightsaber ignite. And we get to see that ominous figure. That's the draw. And for Star Wars, it's obviously Vader. But this, I wanted to see that. I was willing to spend money to go into a theater just to see that version of Darth Vader, that action of Darth Vader. I wanted to be part of that scene. I wanted to have that experience. Kind of like with Deadpool and Wolverine, I wanted to have the experience. I love that laughter from the Human Torch and what happened to him. That was funny. I loved that experience. That was great. Oh, God, that was so funny. I haven't laughed that much in watching a movie, a TV show. I haven't laughed that much in years. Literally years. I stopped. I had to stop. I laughed so much. It made me giddy. It was funny. And sadly, it's only a one-time thing. I saw it the first time. I laughed my ass off. I'll never be able to see it and be just as and have as much fun with it. It's just not going to happen. Sadly. But at least I had that experience the first time. I at least got that experience. It was worth watching the film just for that moment, that ultimate levity, and I enjoy that. Why don't we get more movies like that? I don't know. But if people disagree with me, I'm always willing to hear your arguments. If you think Rings of Power is, fantastic filmmaking and it's great TV series, please tell me why you think it's great fantasy sci-fi. I don't think it is, but, let me know why. If you think that current Star Wars with Rey, you think that's fantastic, please tell me why, because she's a Mary Sue and a horrible character. If you think that Craven or Y2K or Venom 3 are great films, please tell me why, because I can't see it. If you think any of these video games they've been putting out are worthwhile, let me know. I don't see it. But with all that said, I in fact do want to take a moment, because there is a video game, which I had in the title. It just came out. That's Marvel Rivals. Hang on, where am I? So the Marvel Rivals video game. Not back there. Just put it there. So the Marvel Rivals video game just came out yesterday. It is a free-to-play game. I got it. It's on Steam right now. It is with some of the. That's supposed to be Galactus. They turned Galactus into a girl. Why? Anyway, this is the first time. I haven't played it. I don't know anything about the game. This is not in any genre of gameplay that I ever played. So you're about to watch me just completely fail. I'm going to look stupid. I know it. I don't know how to play these kind of games. It's not my style of game. But this is a free-to-play game. It's a looter-shooter type of game, as I understand it. Why is Galactus? She's Galactus. Why is Galactus a girl? Galactus doesn't look like that. Anyway, I don't like that. That's already telling me that I may not like this. Because of silly, stupid things like that. And wait a minute, they got Venom as a girl too? Here it is. Is that Venom? Is that supposed to be Venom? Or is that... No, that's Venom. Venom is a girl in this. Because that's not Hela. Hela doesn't have a face mask. So they turned Venom into a girl. Why would you do that? I'm just looking through some of the other characters. Okay. Well, let's see exactly what we get from this game. This is by Marvel. Let's see how well Marvel does. Do they redeem themselves after all of the miserable TV shows like Agatha that they've been putting out? Do they redeem themselves with this new game? Play. Like I said, I've never played it before. So I'm just waiting for it to come up. Come on, play, stupid game. Here we go. Come on. I hate this. It's just not coming up. Come on. Wow, it has a load time. Okay, so the load time seems to be, because this is the first time I'm playing this. So it's the first time the game is loading up. So I know my screen is moving. Oh, here we go. Yeah, it's doing the shaders. It's doing the first time setup on my computer. So if you're going to go play, and it is free, just understand it's going to take a minute for this system to load up. I had already downloaded the entire game before we started today because I wanted it to be ready for when we're playing now to be able to see it. Now says it's waifuization. Waifu, is that a term? I mean, waifu, for those who don't know what waifu is, that comes from the anime world. That comes from, well, not hentai, but anime, Japanese animation, the TV series. I love it. I love anime. And so and also in the comics, the manga have that. And that's usually the main girl, the main love interest is usually the waifu. She's very pretty, very interesting. She can be a lead character, but that's your waifu. And everyone loves the waifu. Everyone loves the waifu. Not like she's not a Mary Sue. She's just a character that is very attractive and everyone loves. Anyway, waifuization. I think you just made a term there, Dal. Because Marvel thinks they will make bank on gender swapping for those that play many of the female character gacha markets. Yeah, I can see them having, a female Galactus. They're going to make a female Galactus body pillow. They're going to have a female Galactus figurine. I can see that. I can see where they're going with it. I get it. I mean, it'll sell more. But when I think of Galactus, I'm thinking of the classic Kirby Fantastic Four comic book Galactus. And he's not a girl. Galactus is a male. And he's enormous. He's powerful. He's huge. He's different. He's not some happy kid. I mean, that's what you're seeing in that image of Galactus as this girl. Seems like a very happy-go-lucky and younger, not, Galactus is supposed to be as old as the universe, if not slightly older than the entire universe. She doesn't have that world weariness, that ancient, imposing figure. Galactus isn't supposed to be a happy, joyous, fun, bubbly. That's not Galactus. That could be a lot of characters. That's not Galactus. And that's not because he's female. It's just because that's Galactus. So yeah, they're doing... I think you're right, Dal. It's just a money grab by Marvel, which doesn't give me confidence in this game. They're going for... they're going for style over substance. Okay, the rifts are open. Okay, whatever a rift is, I have no idea. Continue. Okay. Well, it's not very responsive. I can tell you that. You heard how many times I was hitting the space button for it to continue. Let's see on settings. Let's see. What we got? Audio has got to get toned down. I'm not sure that the music will allow me. I'm turning down the music only because I think it'll get struck by YouTube. So that's why I'm turning it down. It really shouldn't. But I'm turning it down just in case. Turn down the sound effects slightly. And we'll leave the rest of it alone. Display. Looks fine. Okay. Let's go with that. I have no idea what to expect. This is a game that's for 12 and older, which means it is meant for a younger audience. Yeah, doubt. They are going with the let's make villains quiet, which means cute. Yeah. There's my nickname, Boss. There you go. What? Someone already has Boss is taken? Who would take Boss, really? That means Tier is taken, right? Did someone take Tier? Yes, it is. But did someone take Tier Boss? Huh? Did someone take that? No, they did not. Tier Boss is me. Okay, Storm, Spider-Man, Frost, Iron Man, Loki, Rocket Raccoon. I caught almost, I think I missed one. I missed one in that. That was flashing past really fast. Okay, so we got Spider-Man, Rocket Raccoon. He seems kind of, that's an evil face. Am I wrong, guys? Rocket looks like he's crazy, semi-evil in this image. That's not a fun-looking, happy raccoon. That's an evil kind of, which is cool because Rocket isn't a fun, happy guy. He's a lot more serious than what a lot of the movies make him out to be. But this one makes him look like he's insane, like he's got rabies or something. Okay, so we got Storm, we got Iron Man. This is obviously one of the more modern versions of Iron Man, with one of the more modern suits of Iron Man armor. I don't like the look of it. I don't. Why is his chest, why is he like bending backwards? He's like bent like him. He's bending backwards here, the way he's standing. That looks weird. Doesn't look right. Don't like it. Loki, who's kind of cool. And I don't know who she is. She's obviously for a young audience. Must be a new character. I think I've seen her before, and her name is Frost. I don't know. I know all the other characters. These are all 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. These are characters I know. Obviously, Spider-Man is a main character. Don't know if I like this uniform that much on him. It's not his classic, but okay. But it's Spider-Man. Rocket, who was a C-list character up until the movies came out. C-list character, but I knew him because I used to be a comic book junkie. Had over 4,000 comic books when I was a kid. So I remember Rocket Raccoon when he came out. Interesting character. Iron Man, who was a B, maybe C-list character for most of his career. Again, until Robert Downey Jr. came out with the movie. Then he moved up. And again, that's the modern version. This is kind of a mix of the original Aurora or Storm character, with the hair being more like her first version when she first joined the X-Men, and the uniform being more of a modern, and the power being more from a more modern version of Storm from the X-Men. And this is more of a classic Loki look. Okay. So over here we've got, I don't know what this stuff is that keeps flipping back and forth. I don't know what that does. Play season 1. I don't know what seasons are. Okay, I'm an idiot. I don't know what seasons are. There's a battle pass. I don't know what that is. Seasons. Chronovium. I'm not purchase luxury. And there's, okay, so now we can see where the money is. Purchase the luxury battle pass. No. Missions. Win 1 match. Win 2 sprays. I don't know what any of this means. I have no idea what any of this means. Heroes. This is the part I care about. Hang on. They've got the store. What's this? Spider-Man No Way Home bundle. Okay, this is where they're going to try and convince you to spend money. This is their shop. This is where you're supposed to spend your real world money to get these things. I don't like this look of Iron Man. It is modern. This is supposed to be Avengers Endgame. Doesn't look like it, but okay. And besides, the Thanos arc of Marvel is a long time ago. Spider-Man from No Way Home. Yeah, okay. Well, we've got Guardians of the Galaxy. Hawkeye. That's Hawkeye? That's Hawkeye? That does not look like Hawkeye. They're definitely... Look, they made him into a Gundam. They turned Hawkeye into a Gundam. They turned Captain America into a Gundam. Okay, that's an ugly look for Captain America, in my opinion. Okay, so the Hulk isn't the Hulk. The Hulk is Scar, which is Hulk's. For those who don't know, Scar is the son of Hulk. So rather than having the Hulk, they're going to have Scar, which is his son, which is stupid. I'm not interested in Scar whatsoever. Let's see, we've got classic Loki, Wolverine from Deadpool and Wolverine. Are you kidding me? Scarlet Witch? I hate the Scarlet Witch. I never liked her in the comic books. And now they got her from the Multiverse of Madness. She was a villain. Why is she with the heroes when she was a villain in Marvel's Multiverse of Madness? And also in her TV series, WandaVision. She's the villain. Why is she here with the heroes? I don't know. Black Widow. Manta, Groot, Rocket, Star-Lord, Namor. Namor doesn't look like... I hate this version. I know, they're going with Wakanda Forever, which is a horrible film. And they went with the Wakanda version of Namor, which is horrible, looks terrible. Do not like it. I do not like him. And this is Adam Warlock. Oh, Guardians of the Galaxy did a horrible job with Adam Warlock. Hated that. I mean, other people may have loved some of these characters. I didn't. So they've got different costumes. Spider-Man, Bagman, really? Jeff, Incognito, Dolphin. Don't know what that's about. These are the ones that people are buying. They're spending real world money to get Scarlet Witch, which is horrendous. She's a villain, so they want to be a villain, which I'm not against. If I can be a villain, I want to be Doctor Doom. I think that's a cool villain. Let me go with Doctor Doom, but they're not doing that. Psylocke, she's a cool character. She's a good-looking woman too, so we'll see there. Dolphin and Bagman are the popular ones. So this is Iron Fist? This is not Iron Fist. Iron Fist looks nothing like this. This is not Dan Rand. This isn't... Forget about the TV series on Netflix, the Iron Fist TV show, which wasn't the best version of Iron Fist. But Iron Fist looks nothing like this. He looks like Ken out of... what's that? Ken is... Hadouken. Street Fighter. He looks like Ken out of Street Fighter. It's horrible. This is the Winter Soldier? You got to be kidding me. Okay, they've been very generous in the way some of these characters... That's Black Panther? Oh, God. Cloak and Dagger. I like them. Great characters. Cloak does not look like that. That is not Cloak. If you've ever seen the comic books of Cloak and Dagger, and most people haven't, came out in the 80s, this is not Cloak. That is not Cloak of Cloak and Dagger. Okay, she's Luna Snow. That's who that new young kid is. Don't know anything about her. This is Venom Space Knight version. Oh my God, it's ugly. Iron Man Superior, Magneto is almost right. That's Storm? That is going back to Storm of the 90s. This is like punk rock Storm, which is early 90s when she was in her punk rock phase. That's when she actually started wearing the mohawk. It was right about the 1990s. Right about 1990 when she got into that phase. Yeah, she doesn't look that good. Very emo. Magic, who I love from the New Mutants comic book, which I used to own every single issue of the New Mutants from the graphic novel all the way up to 100. And then they became X-Force. So it was New Mutants as a graphic novel, the first 100 issues, and then they became X-Force in issue, what would have been issue 101. And I had all 100, including the exclusive and almost impossible to find 6th issue, which was, they had a low production value. They didn't make enough issues of, or rather, print out enough of the comic of issue number 6. And it was very, very hard to find. Believe it, it was a rare comic. I had all of them. And then I went to Russia and, well, enough said there. Penn Parker, okay, I don't know who she is. Penny Parker, I don't know who Penny Parker is. Isn't May Parker the daughter of Peter Parker and Mary Jane Watson in an alternate future? Isn't it May? Who's Penny? Is that like his granddaughter or something? I don't know. Or his future grandchild? Something like that. I don't even know what you call it. Okay. Doctor Strange doesn't look right. Thor. Okay. That's the Punisher? Absolutely not. Okay. My expectations are obviously way out of line with most of these characters. Okay, Dow, you have a comment here. Let's see. Hey, Joel. Good to see you, too. Let me go back to some of the comments here real quick, guys. So, Dow says, Rock is that curmudgeon that sits just inside of the shade of the porch, hoping to ambush the local gangbangers with energy weapons. Ha, you're funny. Joel, is the young girl Ilyana Rasputin from the New Mutants? Yes, that's Magic. And yes, I do remember that character. You're right, Joel, it is. But they ruined her. I mean, I don't like her look that much. So that's supposed to be Magic. That doesn't look right for her. It's close, but not quite right. Dow says seasons are time-specific unlockable content. Okay, so now that the store is offering exclusive cosmetic content for purchase, yes, it seems to be doing that. Battle Pass is going to make available unlockable achievements. Okay, yeah, screw that. I'm not spending money on this. I'm not. I don't care. This would have to be the most incredible game. I'm playing a game that I spent $20 on. I spent over 100 hours on it. This thing has to be more incredible than that for me to be able to put money in. Wonder if you'd have fun in Helldivers 2. Don't know anything about Helldivers 2. I know it's popular. Don't know anything about the game. Okay. So, what character should I pick? I like Captain America. I don't like this look of Captain America. Don't like it at all. But I like Captain America. Let's see. We've got Groot, Hawk. That does not look like Hawkeye at all. That's Hela. Looks about right. That's not Iron Fist. Not even close. I like Loki. Who's Jeff the Land Shark? I mean, that's a joke from Saturday Night Live back in the 70s. Land Shark. Mammogram. I know, there's probably like 3 people watching this who are old enough to know the joke about Land Shark. Flowers. Anyway. And if you know the joke about Land Shark, which is from the 70s, which is one of the best jokes out there, then you also know Chibaga, 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 which is a funny skit. But anyway, that's another thing. Samurai Hotel. Back when Saturday Night Live was actually funny. That's where all that content comes from. So anyway, let me keep going. Moon Knight. He sucks. I hate him. He's not a good. I don't like the character in the comic books. Namor is ugly as sin. Magneto's alright. Which character, folks? Which character? I'm trying to figure it out. Who is this Penny Parker person? I don't even know who that is. Alright. We got Spider-Man, the original, of course. Scarlet Witch, don't like her. Rocket, he looks evil. Scarlet Witch is evil, and they try to make her into a good guy. Rocket is a good guy. He looks like he's out of his mind. I think I'm going to play Rocket because he's crazy. Yeah, I'm going to play Rocket because he looks crazy. Look at that. He looks downright evil. He looks downright evil. That should be fun. Let's see. He's a strategist, whatever that means. Got a gun. Let's see. Difficulty, low. Well, that's good, because I don't know what I'm doing. So, low difficulty, good for me. Rocket may not look like a tech genius or an expert tactician, but anyone who's ever made his hit list has quickly regretted underestimating him. The savvy space soldier is equally eager to boost his teammates and to collect bounties from his foes. I don't know what any of that's supposed to mean. I don't know what that's supposed to do. So, press enter. Why do I need to press enter? I don't need chat. Okay. How do I get him? I want him. Cosmetics, don't care. Abilities. Okay. Here's the abilities. Bombard. Repair. Repair. Okay. I guess that's a heal. Yeah, it's a heal. Okay. CYA. Cosmic Warring Amplifier.
This is real firepower!
Okay. Jetpack Dash. Okay, there's already too many things for me to hit. I'm never going to remember all this stuff. If you guys are watching, I know there's no Colossus. I would love to have been Colossus. They didn't pick him. Or Sunspot. I love Sunspot from the New Mutants. I want that character. They don't give me that option.
It ain't cheap.
Okay. There are too many. Jeff the Landshark and Rocket can ride on Groot's. Okay. You know what? Way too many buttons for me to try and remember as them. I can't just look at them and remember them. Proficiency. Hero usage time reaches 60 minutes. Don't know what that means. Okay. Whatever this stuff means. This is the character. How do I get him? How do I play? No. No, I do not want Namer. No. How do I get someone else? I do not want Namer. Change hero. Okay. We are not going with Namor. I can't stand Namor. I refuse to play him. We're going to play Rocket! Let's try the tutorial. I don't care about rules. Let's start. Okay, let's go. Start. Hit the start button. Go. Okay, I gotta hit the actual start button. Fire Marshal Bill would have been funny. I would have loved that. Shin Shibuya. Shin Shibuya. Don't know what that means. Tokyo 2099. Are these the 2099 characters? That was a reboot of the Marvel series, and they were trying to reboot Marvel and put it into the future, and they were going with the Marvel 2099. It was everything. So Spider-Man was actually an old man, and his daughter was there, and I think that was May Parker. They had old man. Deadpool was a stick, an ancient man. Yeah, they changed all the characters for that.
You're currently playing as the Punisher, a powerful duelist. I'll guide you through a test run. Come on, let's get started.
Did they say
Go
I'm the
on and move
Punisher?
the camera around to look at the target location. Time to follow the guiding line into the mission area.
I'm supposed to be Rocket, not the Punisher.
You can jump over obstacles to reach the target location. Ready? Aim,
Hostiles up
fire!
front.
Press the fire button and take down that nasty robot.
What robot? I don't even see. Oh, there he is. Oh, wow.
Out of ammo?
rest of you
No
wanna
work.
shoot
Aim
first.
for the head to deal extra damage. Ouch! Go on! Get up close to the enemy and use your melee attacks.
Melee?
Time to follow the guiding line into the mission area.
Okay, I don't know why I'm getting a tutorial with the Punisher, and there seems to be lag in the game. Like, seriously.
Click once to mark this spot. It's easy.
I'm hit pretty bad.
Click once to mark this spot. It's easy.
Destructible environment
Double
here.
click to mark your enemy's location.
Look over there.
Want to mark the enemy? Just point and click.
Hostiles up front. Enemy target
Hold
located.
down the ping key to bring up the wheel and send a quick message.
Prime attack location.
Time to follow the guiding line into the... I'm gonna share my cosmic awareness with you. You'll be able to detect easy-to-damage structures.
Okay, I'm not
I call this
reading this.
power chronovision. You can use chronovision to observe and destroy structures in an active area. Break through the wall to open a path forward. There we go. Path cleared. Now, advanced, you can use chronovision to observe and destroy structures in an active area. Break through the structure to open a path forward. There we go. Path cleared. Now, advance to the next mission area.
Well, double jump doesn't work. But then again, he's the Punisher, so...
Final Judgment is your ultimate
Heads
ability.
up,
It deals
hostiles.
massive damage, but it needs to charge first. Attack those galactobots to charge it up.
New entry in the war journal.
More enemies spotted. Unleash your ultimate ability and wipe them out.
Judge, jury, executioner! Blaze of glory.
Way to
Please
go!
start.
You've aced this training session.
Okay. Do I look as bad as I am? Yes, Dal. This is geared for like 11 and 12-year-olds. Yes. Oh yeah, Ghost Rider 2099 was actually kind of cool. He was. Most of the 2099... Isn't that where Miles Morales came from? Wasn't he part of the 2099 series? Okay, so we did the tutorial. Hero tutorial. I have no idea. Too many buttons, but other than that, seems pretty straightforward.
Hey there! I'll be helping you breeze
Why
through
do
the
I have
hero
that
tutorial.
Punisher again?
Ready to get started? Head
What?
over to that device and interact with it to pick your hero.
How do I interact with it? G. Okay, G. Why does it not let me interact with any of the G? Oh, there is lag on this. Okay. Massive lag. Rocket. Okay. Confirm.
Yeah! Now you're playing as Rocket Raccoon, a
Yes.
strategist who supports his team with his awesome abilities. To get rid of your enemies,
Those guys are about
blast
to
them
shoot
with
at us.
bombard mode.
That must be really humiliating. Somebody
Uh-oh,
else?
your
please
allies are
step
hurt.
up.
Try using repair mode to heal them.
Repair who?
You're welcome.
Approach a wall and scale it to reach your target point. Fun!
Oh, spacebar.
Zoom forward using jetpack dash.
Yeah.
Oh, wrong way.
Yeah. Hup. Yeah.
Is there a... Oh.
Zoom. You can drop a
Time.
battle rebirth beacon to bring fallen teammates back into the fight.
Oh, that's my...
Yeah, that's right. I got them all. More back. Relay deployed. It ain't cheap. That must be really humiliating.
You can drop a battle rebirth beacon to bring fallen teammates back into the fight. Time to power up your allies with your ultimate ability, so you can take down your enemies together.
Somehow I don't see myself doing so good with this.
Time to power up your allies with your ultimate ability, so you can take down your enemies together. Enemy spotted.
This
Take 'em
is
down with your
real
weapons.
firepower! Did you see that?
Time to follow the guiding line into the mission area. Oh, good! The Punisher is here! Now you can activate a team-up ability, Ammo Invention! Go ahead and launch the Ammo Overload device toward the Punisher.
Get
Work
ready to
together with the
rock.
Punisher to wipe out every last enemy.
More backups. Just what we need. Maybe the rest.
Okay, now head over to the device and interact to start the healing challenge. Do your best to keep your teammates alive until the clock runs out.
Racking them up. You had your chances. That's 3. You're ready for action. Put them down so they stay down. Yeah, that's right. I got them all.
Oh, you nailed that healing challenge!
Did I?
Want to try again? Or should we move on?
Let's move on. Let's move on. That was really miserable.
We're all wrapped up.
This is a little bit
You can
young.
try out another hero, or leave the tutorial. Up to you.
How do I leave? Hold. We're alright. There's definitely a lag on this. The game has definitely got a lag. Alright, you know what? Screw this. I'm just gonna go right into... I just want to play. How do I play? Team. How do I just start? I don't know what I'm doing. I'm just going in. I just want to shoot stuff. How do you just get in and shoot stuff? I just want to shoot things. I don't want endless, like, you know, this is how you point. This is how you click. I just want to blow stuff up. Is that hard? I can't imagine an 11 or 12-year-old having more patience than me at 56. I want to go in and blow something up. Let me go in and blow stuff up. Simple enough.
Welcome to the training ground. I'm Galacta, and I'm gonna guide you through the functions of each area.
I don't care. Let's go.
In the target practice area, you can battle my Galactabots and practice against simulated hero combatants.
Yeah.
The
Target
support
shooting.
practice area features Galactabots on both sides of the fight and lets you experiment with different team-up abilities.
Yeah.
In the destruction area, you can demolish structures and use the terminal to reset them. Go wild!
Okay.
head to the combat training area to create all sorts of combat scenarios. Then assess your performance using the terminal.
You know, I'm betting.
Okay,
that
the tour's
any-
over. Now, choose your hero, and let's get started already.
I have this strong feeling that any 12-year-old would beat the hell out of me in this game. Hey! Well, I like Magneto. I'm going to go with... Where's Rocket? I'm going to go with Rocket. There he is.
I'm a good guy who occasionally takes stuff that doesn't belong to him. More bad guys, just what we need. That must be really humiliating.
Double KO! That's 3! Wow, 4 in a row! 5! That's amazing!
Really?
6 in a row! Way to go! Unbelievable!
3? Already? This is way more fun than it should be. More bad guys, just what we need. In your face! This
Okay,
is
am
way
I
more
supposed to
fun
do
than it
something
should be. Anybody else got 3?
Am I supposed to be doing something else here?
Racking them up! You're welcome.
Double KO! That's 3!
This is way more fun than it should be.
No thought.
Wow, 4 in a row!
Those guys are about to shoot at us.
5! That's amazing! 6 in a row! Way to go! Unbelievable!
Racking them up! That's 3. You're welcome. That one's my favorite. This is real firepower! You lost to me! Anybody else got 3? In your face!
Am I supposed to be doing something else here?
Those guys are about to shoot at us. You lost to me. That's 3.
Am I supposed to be doing something else here? What's this?
This is real firepower.
Double KO! That's 3! Wow, 4 in a row! 5! That's amazing!
Am I supposed to be doing something different here?
You're ready for action. Those guys are about to shoot at us. long as I got bullets, I win.
Double KO!
Okay. What am I trying to do here? I guess that. I have no idea. Team up. Magneto? Cap? I have no idea what any of these things mean. Let's check out their version of Captain America. Try it out. Thor? Why do I have Thor?
I do the absolute best I can every
Oh,
time.
I'm Captain America.
Enemy ahead. Prepare to engage. We're gonna do what we have to do.
Oh. So how do I work with...
You're on the wrong side.
So how do I get Thor to work with me here? How do I... Let's see here.
Justice, like lightning.
How do I throw my shield?
Hostile forces incoming. Let's
Oh,
dance.
there we go.
Stand down.
Oh, hey, cool. All right.
You're on the wrong side.
Double KO!
How do I get Thor to work with me? Q, maybe? Q.
Assemble! Catch! Sorry, soldier. And stay down.
Double KO!
Coming through.
Oops.
That's 3!
Catch. Sorry, soldier. You're relieved of duty. Catch.
Double
I'm done with this
KO!
next. I don't even know. I have no idea what I'm supposed to be doing here. None. I do not know what I am doing. How do I get into the game? Huh? No. Give me practice settings, views. Leave. Yes. I want to just blow stuff up. Where is the game? Okay, I understand that. I don't want to do tutorials. I want to play the game. I'm assuming this is the game. Ah, this looks like it's the game. Thunderbolts. Really? Are they trying to sell? Really? No. They're trying to make the failed Marvel movie Thunderbolts, which is stupid, and it has the worst of the Marvel lineup, and they're trying to get people interested in that with the Thunderbolts uniform. I'm sorry, that sucks. I don't want to get a... No, I don't want a luxury battle pass. I don't want a battle pass. I don't want this. I don't want the rules. I want to play the game. What am I missing here? This should not be that hard. Get me in the game. Let me fight. Okay. No. Tournament? North America. I don't have a faction. What if I don't want to be part of a faction? I just want to play the game. Can I please just play the game? I don't want the gallery. These are things that will... Okay, this will... Story. Defeat 5 enemies as Storm or Captain America. I don't want to play as Storm or Captain America. Loki, Bruce Banner. I don't want to play as those characters. Why are they forcing me to do things I don't want to do? Spider-Man or Penny Parker... Jeff Slott. Okay, let's do this one. I can maybe, yes. I want to be. Let me play. Let's play. Let's play. No, I don't. What does it cost me money to play these games? You gotta be kidding me. I gotta spend money to do these things? I don't have any cash or game cash or anything like that. How do I get in? Okay, I am very confused right now. I have 0, 0. I have nothing. I am not going to spend money on this stupid game to play it. All I want to do is get in and blast something. That's it. I want life to be simple. I don't... I just want to blow something up. Can I? What the hell is wrong with this game? That they will not let me just go blast something. That is all I want to do. Why is this so difficult for Marvel? I just want to blow something up. Is this hard for anyone to figure out? I don't want to go through screen after screen. I already know all the Marvel characters. I know the ones I like. I know the ones I don't like. I've seen your artwork. I know which ones I like. I know which ones I don't like. I'm not 12. I don't want to read through everything forever. I want to blow something up. You are pissing me off because I can't just go blow something up. That's it. I want to get in the game, go against other players, and blow stuff up. Is this hard? It shouldn't be. It should be straightforward. All I should have to do is go in and blow something up. Life is good. I have no statistics because I can't play the stupid game. There is no career. I want... Why is this so difficult? Leave team. What team? I don't have a team. I have... Do I have to... Oh, I have to... Do I have to pick other... I have to get other people? Do I have to... I don't understand this. This is annoying the hell out of me. You know what? I'm done. I'm done. I'm not spending money on this. I'll try it again. I don't want to be Captain America. Well, you know what? I'll be Captain America. They won't let me in. It's unlocked and I can't get in. That's annoying to me. I don't want a battle pass. I am not going to purchase anything. So you have to pay money to play this game. It's supposed to be free to play, but they want me to spend money so that I can do it. I don't want your luxury. I don't want a battle pass. All I want to do is play the game. I don't even know what this means. Page 1. Unlock to claim. Requires battle pass. I don't want that. I don't have 200 whatever. Acquire chrono tickets. Let me go to missions. I'm here on the missions. They won't let me into that one. They won't let me into that one. There is nothing that will let me in. I cannot play a mission. I cannot play an event. I cannot play a mission. Unlocks over time. Quick match. All I want to do is get in and blow something up. But they won't let me do that. What am I missing here? Okay, Dal, you're watching. What am I missing here? There is nothing that says, go blow up somebody. Go and get blasted. I'm trying to give entertainment to let people see how a probable 14-year-old is going to kick my ass in this game. I already accept that I'm going to fail, that I'm going to lose. I accept that I don't know what I'm doing. And I'm just going to do it because it seemed like a fun idea to grab Rocket Raccoon with a big-ass gun and just blast stuff. Whether or not I did it well, I don't care. I just want to blast stuff as Rocket Raccoon. Maybe also Magneto. And they won't let me do it. They keep asking me for money. I'm not going to give them money. And no, I can't be my favorite superhero. That would be probably Sunspot. You don't got him on here. He's not popular enough for you guys. I don't know who she is. Don't care. Don't want to be Iron Man. This image sucks. He's the only one. All right, I'm done. I'm done. You want me to go to... Here's the play button. I don't understand this. I don't want to understand this. If I go and I click... So, we click over here. It says leave team. I don't want to leave a team. I don't have a team. Here, we click that. It wants me to have other people. I'm playing by myself. I just want to go in. I don't want to team up with other people. I just want to go in and blast things. That's it. Life is simple. That's it. And now they have lost me. Okay, Marvel. All I wanted to do is go in, maybe with a team, and blast things as Rocket Raccoon. I would lose. It would be embarrassing. 14-year-olds would be teabagging me in this game. I'm sure that's what probably would happen. And I'm okay with that. And I was going to show everyone on the internet how badly I was going to do this and how somebody was going to play, I don't know what character, and teabag Rocket Raccoon as I played him. I was willing to go through that embarrassment just to see how this played because it seemed interesting to me. You won't let me in without spending money. I'm not going to give you my money. You said it's free to play. Then why am I not able to play? That's all I want to do. Go in and play, and you won't let me. I'm done. You lost me again, Marvel. You lost me again. Ever since Endgame, Marvel, you have disappointed me. You keep giving us things that seem almost like it could be interesting, almost ready to actually be involved, almost willing to give you the benefit of a doubt again and again, and then you fail. All I wanted to do is blow stuff up. And you said, no, give me money. Screw you, Marvel. Screw you. All right. So, yeah. I was playing part of them. I was, okay, let me go back. A couple people have comments. So let me double check here. Dow says there should be a random matchmaking. There isn't. Dow says daily missions or achievements. I got that. John is laughing at me. Okay. Thank you, John, for laughing at me. That doesn't help me play and blow things up. Michael McLean. Hey, Michael. Thank you to be here with me. Did you play the tutorial? I was in the tutorial. I was trying to figure out what was going on there. It didn't seem to make sense. It was boring as hell. So I tried to skip to go on. It doesn't let me move forward. It doesn't give me another option. And I don't want to play the tutorial is boring the hell out of me. I just want to get in and blast things. So is that a requirement? Michael, is it required that I have to finish the entire damn tutorial so I can go into the game and just blast things? Is that what it's saying? Because it's annoying to me. John says, for me, the last good Marvel thing was Jessica Jones Season 2. Didn't even watch it. It was on Netflix. Didn't watch it. But I'll take your word. Michael says, yeah, it's... See, Michael, my thing is, and I understand what you're saying, it's annoying me because it's not giving me options. And it's not being clear about the option. If the tutorial is absolutely required, say, have a button, have a little filter, something that says, required. That's it. Required to move forward. Say, required, tutorial, required. It's a simple thing. But they don't have that. Because if I gave them money, what they've said so far is it costs tokens to go and play different parts of the game. But they're not telling me how to get those tokens other than to pay for them. So if I gave them money, they'd be happy to let me jump into this game right now. Sight unseen, nothing else. If I just gave them money, they'd be like, jump on in the game, do whatever the hell you want. I don't want to give them money. So now they're saying, jump through our hoops. Become frustrated. Go through this extended process, which I don't even understand what the process is. Because when I was in the tutorial, it's not like clearing off. It's not like I cleared this zone. Check mark. You've cleared zone 1. Next stage of the tutorial. They don't do that. There's no check mark. There's no accomplishment. There's no achievement being recorded. So if the tutorial isn't telling me that I'm succeeding at anything, and I'm trying to get in, it says you can get in with no knowledge and play the game if you give them money, then there should be a way for me to get into the game and play it without giving them money. And that's the thing that's frustrating me right now. No, Michael, I'm not saying, by the way, to everyone in the chat, everyone watching the video, I am not upset with anyone's comments. I am not upset with anyone. I'm frustrated at Marvel. Right now, the only people I am mad at right now is Marvel. I'm mad at Marvel, and if it comes across in my voice, it's not because I'm upset with anyone in my chat. It's not because of anyone who is watching this. I'm pissed off at Marvel because they have put together a system that doesn't work. It's frustrating. It should be. So this is a game built for 12-year-olds, and I'm sorry, I'm 56. So I expect a little bit of logic. If I can't do something, tell me I can't do it. If I can do something, show me that I'm doing it. If tutorial is required, make it clear. I was going through the tutorial. Nothing was marking off. It didn't seem clear. I was done. I'm like, I'm not 12. I've played video games before. I can figure this out. Put me into the game. This is the character I want to play. They're saying no. I am frustrated. Marvel, you will never... I know. I don't have a lot of subscribers. By the way, folks, please do subscribe. I don't have a lot of subscribers. I'd love to have 2,000 subscribers. I don't. But if for some reason, some wacky way, that somebody goes, hey, you know, there's this nutty 56-year-old guy, and he's trying to play Marvel Rivals. Hey, Marvel, did you see that? And he's losing his shit because he can't get past the tutorial screen. Ha, 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 ha. Great. And take my word for it. If I can't do it, there are thousands of other people, maybe not tens of thousands, but thousands of people who are older, who are going to get just as frustrated, just as annoyed as I am. Guess what I am? I have money. You know what? My nephew, grandkids, nephews, younger kids, they get money from me. Uncle Mike, can I get $5, Uncle Mike? Can I get $20, Uncle Mike? Can you buy this game for me, Uncle Mike? I'm the cash cow. Just like tens of thousands, hundreds of thousands of people, millions of people in my age range, we give money to the next generation, to our kids, our grandkids, our friends' kids, to all kinds of kids, the kids that you want watching Marvel, that you want buying Marvel products. And I, having been a fan since before you guys, most of the people in Marvel today, before most of them were born, I was a fan of Marvel. And you're now pissing me off about something that I grew up with in my childhood, something that I have loved forever. You're pissing me off because you're not making this enjoyable. And it could be really, really simple. In Marvel, you are screwing up. I suddenly turn my head. I look at the first comment that I see on the screen, and it's Mike saying, "That's the problem, Mike. You're 56." You're right. That is the problem. I'm 56. I'm sure someone who's 14 can figure this out in 2 seconds and be like, I'm done. And they're laughing right now going, you just don't get it. You're right. I just don't get it. But it shouldn't be that hard to get. I've played hundreds, thousands of video games from Pong all the way on up to today. This shouldn't be that annoying to figure out. It should be straightforward. And I'm sure that there is someone there's going to be some 14-year-old who's going to look at this and they're going to go, no, you don't have to use the microtransaction. All you had to do is hit this button. And it's something that I'm not seeing. Or this series of buttons, and you'll get around the microtransactions. I'm sure some 14-year-old will figure it out. But I don't have any of those 14-year-olds in my family around at this moment. I don't have kids. I don't have grandkids. I'm not going to borrow someone else's kid. I'm sure it'll be in the comments. Someone's just going to run into this and go, you just had to do this. Just press X here. I'm sure. But until then, I'm annoyed. It's just too much effort. I'm putting in way too much effort to try and play a game that there shouldn't be this much effort. I'm sorry. It's not worth the effort I'm putting into it. Okay, change the mode first. Right above the start button. What start button? Yeah, change the mode. Oh, wait a minute. Is that it? Have I been complaining for no reason? Did we just figure this out? Oh, I'm an idiot. Okay, hang on, guys, hang on.
You'll need a top-notch team to win this one.
I found a way. Dal, you gave me a comment here, and I think I found a way in to play the game. I think. Again, there's too much for me to figure this out.
Seconds before you attack. Get ready.
$30 seconds. Why am I waiting so long? Just throw me in. Make me clean. You can loan me a kid. I think there's a problem with that one. Oh, hey, I'm in. All right.
The battle starts in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Don't forget, securing the mission area is your top priority.
I do the right thing unless the wrong thing is more fun.
I don't know where I am. Oh, there's everyone. Okay. Who am I shooting? Oh, I'm shooting them. They're red. All right. Oh, what's happening? Okay, I got hit. Me now? Oh, Namor got me. All right. That's fine. I have no idea what I'm doing, guys. No idea whatsoever. I have no idea what I'm doing. I've been killed once already.
Someone scratch my back!
Hello.
Squirrels get the win?
That's for sure.
Help get that vehicle to its destination.
We are in the front. Prepare yourselves.
Hey, where am I? How am I doing?
You know what?
is real firepower!
It leads to victory. Fast! Grace us with victory! A soldier's soul. Your nation has some strange subjects now.
Oh, someone scratch my back!
Together to victory!
Bored again!
Okay.
Nice, much better.
What's the Namor again? He's like headhunted by Namor. Oh, wait. Where am I?
Surrender your strength.
I have no idea where I am.
Leave them to Khonshu!
It's fighting time!
The creatures of the deep can harm us no more.
Let freedom ring.
Spider bots everywhere!
Tremble before fast!
In your face!
Got one. How am I doing on health?
Get that vehicle moving again!
Oh, I was losing.
Someone scratch my back! Relay deployed! It ain't cheap!
Must reach.
Wrath of Asgard!
On your toes, here they come.
Maybe defeat will humble them. Someday. Fast!
Don't be this no blowing trees, you know! Good!
You're halfway there. Keep going!
My power grows!
Are we winning? No, I'm having a great time.
Alright, I don't know what I'm doing, but I'm hitting stuff. Does anyone know what I'm doing? Am I doing that alright?
Ain't no building that sunbath's head, tippy toe.
This is real firepower!
Cleansed in place.
Someone scratch my back!
What on earth has Namor done now?
Oh, I just got hit again. I have no idea what I'm doing. Oh, that was Dagger from Cloak and Dagger. Okay. Am I taking out anybody?
I'm hulking out!
Am I shooting people? Am I winning?
Tell the king we've hit something.
Sorry, Calamari!
Get that vehicle moving again!
No match for us.
That was tasty.
Us against the world!
Whoa! What was that? Okay. It's the Namor again. Namor keeps killing me. At least I'm in the stupid game. I can live with that at least. At least I'm in.
Don't mess with the amazing Spider-Man! Together to victory!
My friends are here!
Loki Laufeyson at your service.
Know your limits.
Got him, Tippy!
Watch your step.
Get that vehicle moving again!
I have absolutely no idea what I'm doing.
We're on a mission for the king! Hit the gas! The king wants his cat figurine? Okay, whatever. Someone scratch my back!
Only 60 seconds left.
That was a little messed up.
What am I doing?
It ain't cheap. Just what we need.
Take that!
I still need you.
Down to 30 seconds.
something.
Surely somebody
Final 10 seconds!
still needs you.
They got the drop on you!
Don't mind me. I'm just
You'll
dying.
have to keep fighting until we have a winner.
Nice. Wow.
I have no idea what I'm doing. It's Namor. He keeps hitting me.
Check out this big acorn!
Launch it again.
Okay, that Namor he's targeting me at this point. Have I been doing okay, guys? I have no idea what I'm doing. I have no way of knowing if I'm doing alright or not. But I think I moved it forward. I think I was helping my team. Because I was riding it from here
Ew!
forward.
Fighter robot.
So I'm thinking I was doing alright.
I am ready to put on a show!
Well, you can't expect to win them all.
I lost? Okay. Hey, I got to level 2. Hey, I wasn't the worst. I got 4th place. I was not the worst. Okay, let's see a highlight. What did I do? I have no idea. Here I am. Okay. So, yeah.
Don't mind me. I'm just dying.
Okay, so this is the... Oh, I had a 5-player streak. I didn't even know.
This is...
Okay. So I did something right. All right. Let me check on the comments here. Let's see. I think I did. I did better than I think 2 people. I'm assuming that I'm being ranked from left to right. I don't know that I am. Let's see. So in this type of game, each character has a role within the team. Rocket is support and assist. So I'm supposed to grant boost to the team. I thought I was doing that. So Namor is attacking me because he's supposed to. Okay. No. Where am I? I didn't make the list. I was one of the players. All right. I will be right back. I'll be right back, guys. Excuse me, everyone. All right. All right, so did I get any points? Well, I made it to level 2. I see no points or anything. Statistics. Where's... There. Shouldn't I have some kind of... I guess that doesn't count. 9, 5. I don't know what those things mean. None of them are me. No. Hit the wrong button. I don't know what I've just done.
The right heroes could make all the difference.
I guess I'm back in. I guess they have me back in the game. I don't know why. I don't know what I'm doing. I'm defending this time. I'm defending, not attacking. Okay. Red team bad. That's what I know. Red team bad. That's all I need to know. I'm blue. I'm on blue team. Red team bad.
The spider controlling my suit is small, but fierce. Just like me.
What is this?
They'll be coming in 30 seconds. Stay strong.
Oh, this is a replay. Okay. This is a replay of the game. Okay, yeah, I don't want to do that. Exit the replay. Okay.
The battle starts in 5, 4, 3.
Okay, so that's how they do the replay. So you can replay the entire battle. Interesting. Except they don't show me the character I was playing, but whatever. Let's escape back. Okay. And all I wanted to see is what are my stats. My stats. Achievements? Do I have any? Oh, I have Rising Star. No, okay. I have no real stats. Okay. I suck. I suck bad. I am not good at this. Fair enough. Okay. This is Bites Allowed. Alright. So, I gotta go and walk my dog. We've been on for 2 hours. I spent a lot of the time just talking about some of the older movies, what we're thinking about going forward, and I wanted to give this a try. What do I think of the Marvel Rivals in the last hour of gameplay, thereabouts? I'm annoyed. More than anything else, the game is... It's obviously built for a younger audience, given. And they probably would be able to maneuver a lot better. It feels like it is geared as a cash grab. It is meant to suck you in to get money. So you have a different costume of the characters. You get to access the characters differently. You get to jump into the game easier and faster if you spend money. It is meant to be a time sink and a cash grab, which there are lots of games like that. That doesn't mean it's good or bad, but that seems to be its primary purpose. Is it's primarily meant to catch your money off of these characters, especially if you're younger. That's what it's meant to do. It's annoying to me that it was so difficult to get from the tutorial screen into just a practice AI game. It was annoyingly more difficult than it should have been. When I finally got into the game to play it, I really had no idea what I was hitting. I mean, I got the fire button down. Tried to help my allies. Seems like I did it right a couple of times. Got a couple of kills in there. Got killed a couple of times. Targeted. Okay, fine. Whoever was playing Namor, probably someone who was 14, was kicking my ass. Alright. It looked okay. The gameplay was a bit laggy, to be fair. Separate of any of my other complaints about how they're definitely marketing this to get money, and it's obvious in the way that they designed it. It looks like they want to catch money. But separate of that, there's a lot of lag in the game that I noticed, where it's, I'll hit a button and it will react 5 seconds later. That's a lot of time difference in there. So it's not very responsive. And that can be very annoying, because then you're hitting keys to see a reaction and it's not happening on screen. And 5 seconds later, then you're seeing it happen. It's like, well, wait a minute, I'm trying to do something completely different. The goals aren't that clear. Like, okay, everyone who's got the same color as me are on the same side. Fair enough. What were we trying to do? Don't really know. I really don't know what I was trying to do there. All I knew is the guys in red, shoot them. That was it. Didn't really have a much more clear idea of what I was doing than shoot the guys in the red. Okay. And it seemed, jump on the leopard. The leopard was moving forward. As I'm shooting all the bad guys, the leopard moved forward. That seemed to be the plan. Okay. Probably because I'm overthinking it. I'll be fair. I'm probably thinking about this a lot more than I should be, because I'm 56 and not 14. And so I'm using a 56-year-old brain trying to figure out what's going on, as opposed to I'm a 14-year-old just going, shoot that. Could be the difference. I don't like a lot of the character designs. I don't like the lag in the game. I don't like the obvious call to action to buy, to spend money. I don't like those things. I do like that it has the replay, and you can replay the entire game, the session that you had. You can replay that entire session, and you can see it from different people's point of view. I like that. I like the highlight. That I liked. That's kind of cool. So I do like those aspects of it. I don't like all of the artwork. Some of the artwork, yes. It's not because people are more or less sexualized. That has nothing to do with it. I've heard that argument. Before I played, I heard the argument that, well, the women are very sexualized. They're supposed to be. They're heroes. They're superheroes. They're supposed to be sexualized. I got no problem with that. But at the same time, not every character is sexualized or overly sexualized. Like, that's Raccoon. He's not sexualized. He's not overly sexualized. I don't think the women characters are overly sexualized. They look like women. A lot of people are saying, and I've seen this online, the people who are saying that the women are overly sexualized are also people who thought that the characters in Dustborn or Concord were great. They're realistic women. They're big and fat, and, that's what women are supposed to look like. No, not all women. And no, not the superheroes. So, I disagree with that. I don't know. Guys, you were watching the game. I think you may have had a different point of view than I did. What I need to do is step away, take care of my dog. I will come back. I will play the game again. I'm not done. I've only played it once now. I will play it straight through for a couple of hours and then have a much better view. And I will video me playing this game for a couple of hours. At the moment, I'm not compelled. I've been more annoyed than I have been enjoying the game. For a lot of little details and I haven't seen enough of the good things to make me have a different point of view. That's my opinion of the game at this moment. It may change in the future. I'm not sure that it will. Probably great for 16-year-olds, 15, 14, 12-year-olds. Younger you are, probably more you will like this, and probably the better you'll do. Older people, not so much. Not so much. It's a little bit too hectic and not as responsive as I would like it to be. And some of the artwork kind of sucks. But that's my point of view. So, with that said, I'll take off for the day. Thank you for spending part of your Saturday with me. Thank you guys. Thank you, Mike McLean, John R., Dal Grimm, everybody for responding to me and reacting as you did. I appreciate each and every one of you. I'll try it again in the future. Maybe I'll be a little bit better. But that's my dog, and that means I gotta go. So I'll talk to you guys soon.